Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that continually rule very well. And shalom to the hopefully elect that's continually laboring in this truth, that's continually plowing, giving all diligence and all faith, truth, sincerity. Now, it's going to be a continuation of the series, Prepare War. And in this edition, I'm going to be covering ICBM nuclear missiles, which ICBM means intercontinental ballistic missile. All right. And the reason why it's called, it's common sense. ICBMs being called intercontinental ballistic missiles because the missiles are shot from one continent to another. So the Lord, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and the Son's name, Yahushai, there's a reason why those missiles were created that way, to be intercontinental. Because the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, along with us who are the members of the hopefully elect, we want this place destroyed, man. All right? And it's more evident that we're getting close to the end of this kingdom. We're getting close to the end of America, and America is going to be completely devastated by those same missiles, the ICBMs. All right. Now, as you can see here, I got on the picture of an example of an ICBM. You know, first you have the parts that I put together that send it into the outer atmosphere. All right, and then breaks apart. And then that section propels the missile to the next phase. All right, and then the next phase, and then the next phase, until finally it gets to the final phase, to where the nuclear warhead that's within those missiles, the nuclear warhead hits its target and creates mass destruction. All right, as you can see in this chart. So this is what's laid in store for you wicked two-thirds Israelites. All right, and this is laid up in store for you low-level Edomites. And the reason why I say low-level Edomites was Edomites, Edom is the so-called white man. That's a true biblical nationality. So this is laid up in store for low-level Edomites, because the higher-ups of the Edomites are gonna they have their own bunkers and fallout shelters that they have set up to try to escape the destruction. But what they don't know is that they're gonna go right into slavery. All right, after everything is dissolved, after everything is destroyed. Okay. But I'm digressing. I need to go ahead and get into the scriptures. Not to make this video too long. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 54, verse 16. It says, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy." All right. So the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, gave these devils the technology to pretty much destroy themselves, man. All right. I mean, it's like saying that, here, I'm going to give you this sword, and you can use this sword to kill yourself. All right. That's exactly what the Lord did. He gave him the knowledge to I'll give you an example. We gave them the knowledge to split an atom. All right. And to cause nuclear environment. All right, or nuclear or atomic environment. All right, to where that environment deteriorates your skin. All right, it burns you up from the radiation. All right, so the Lord gave them the knowledge to be able to create this. All right, extreme amounts of heat Okay, and the Lord gave them the knowledge to create this technology to so that the purpose of Yahweh Shem Yahshua can be fulfilled, and that purpose is that America is to be destroyed. All right, because like it says right here, it said, "I have created the waster to destroy." All right. So going on from there, I want to get the book of Joel, chapter 2, start at verse 1. It says, "Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua cometh, for it is nigh at hand." Verse 2, "A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness. As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. There have not been ever the like, neither shall there be any more after it." All right, now this is not talking about literally army of men. All right, this is talking about the thermonuclear missiles. All right, and that's why when you go into the scriptures, you can't look at it, for face value. All right. Because Yahweh, like the scriptures say, man, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is a spirit, so we have to worship him in spirit and in truth. All right. So to look at it spiritually, this is talking about the ICBM nuclear missiles. All right. It says, "A great people and a strong, they have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations." So after this, it's not going to be no more, nuclear missile programs and capabilities. The Lord's going to completely do away with that after this place is destroyed, and after this earth is cleansed with the fire that is coming with. All right. So reading on, it says, "A fire devoureth Slakia before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness." All right, and that's right, man, because this place right here is as the land of Eden, man. All right. Why is it? Because to these people, this is paradise. America, which is Babylon the Great, is paradise to these people out here, especially 2/3 of Israel, 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American. This is paradise to you, man. All right, because that's what, if you go into the word Eden, that's what the word Eden means. It means Idan, which means paradise. All right, so if you read it, it says the land is as the garden of paradise before them, right? And it says, and behind them, all right, so after they hit their target, all right, after America is completely leveled, guess what? It says behind them a desolate wilderness. All right, and it said, "Yea, and nothing shall escape them." All right, so everything that you see here in America is going to get touched by those ICBM nuclear missiles, man. You're not going to see the Statue of Liberty with the hand poking out with the torch, or you're not going to see like your street sign, like a street sign, or you're not even going to see that the Hollywood sign on the top of the mountain, because that's going to be burnt up. That's going to be destroyed. All right. All your great monuments and memorials, that's going to get burnt. So everything you see here is going to be destroyed, man. It's not going to be anything remaining of the land of Babylon the Great, or the land of America, should I say. All right. Verse 4, it says, "The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run." All right. Because if you ever witness like an army of horsemen and horses, and you hear them coming down the field, all right, especially if you watch these period pieces in the different warfares, and how the horsemen and the horses make their way to the battle, you can hear rumbling. You can hear the rumbling sound, man. It's basically when they make their way to the battlefield, it feels like an earthquake. All right, and you hear that rumbling sound. So guess what? When those ICBM nuclear missiles are shot off, guess what? You're gonna feel it, man, and you're gonna hear it as well. You're gonna feel that rumble, all right, when they're shot off. Because I give you another example. Like so let's say you're near an airport, right? Or you have an airplane that's flying at low altitude, all right, and you're inside the house. When that airplane is flying at low altitude and it passed by you, you can feel everything shaking in that house, man. All right, because from the how should I put it? I'm not too tech savvy when it comes to airplanes, but I have to say, like, turbines or whatever. Correct me if I'm wrong. But the turbines on the airplane, you can hear it, and it's so loud that it shakes everything in your house. All right. Same thing with the ICBM nuclear missiles. Everyone's gonna feel it and everyone's gonna see it. All right. It says, verse 5. It says, like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoured the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. All right, because when they shot off, it is going to be like they're in battle array. All right, because they're going to hit multiple targets, man. It's not going to take one giant, ICBM nuclear missiles. No, it's going to be a great multitude of ICBM missiles. All right. That's why the scriptures speak about them as being set in battle array. All right. Or strong people set in battle array. Okay. Verse 6 said, before their face the people shall be much pain. All faces shall gather blackness. Verse 7, they shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. And they shall march every one on his way, and they shall not break their ranks. Neither shall one thrust one another, neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. All right. So you're not going to have a missile that's going to run into another missile. All right. Or detonate out of nowhere. They're going to hit their target. All right. Verse 9, it says, they shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. All right. And that window is the ozone layer. I was looking for the word. It escaped me for a little bit, but the word I'm looking for is ozone layer. All right. Because once it gets into the outer atmosphere, all right, like you saw in the picture, which I just showed you earlier, they get into the outer atmosphere and then they break apart. All right. And then the next part goes through the ozone layer. All right. And then once it make it into the inner atmosphere, then it's headed towards its target. And then when it hits its target, it'll detonate. All right. Verse 10, it says, the earth shall quake before them, the heavens shall tremble, the sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. All right. Now, I want to grab another precept. Okay, this is the reason why it speaks about a day of darkness and gloominess, and that the stars are not, they're not going to show their light. All right. It's Revelation chapter 34. And verse 4. It says, and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their host shall fall down as a leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a fallen fig from the fig tree. All right. So right here, man, it said the heavens shall be dissolved together shall be dissolved and rolled together as a scroll, man. All right. Now, that's talking about a mushroom cloud, because whenever you see a missile hit its target, a thermonuclear missile hit its target, all right, that's what you see, a mushroom cloud. All right. once it explodes. So the Lord hasn't left anything untouched, man. All right. Now let's go to Revelation chapter. Let's see. Give me 1 second. One more precept I want to grab, and then I'll close it out. This is Revelation chapter 9, verse 19, I believe. But see, man, the thermonuclear missiles are all over the scriptures, man. All right. But see, the thing is that these people refute that the scriptures speak about it because they think that this place is going to continue forever. But you know, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai has another alternative, all right, should I say, for lack of a better term. The Lord wants this place destroyed, man. All right. I mean, it's multiple scriptures where it speaks about the thermonuclear missiles, all right. And not only that, destruction in general, all right. If you go into the book of Ezekiel, it speaks about this book. You know, it doesn't say this is the good book, all right. It says this is the book of lamentations and mourning and woe. All right. This book is only good to the election, man. All right. Everyone else is bad, is bitter to them. Okay, and they don't want it. They don't want no part of it. They just want the sweet. Okay. But this is Revelation chapter 9, and start at verse 17. Let's see. Actually, I might start a verse up. Let's see. Yeah, I'm starting at verse 15. It's Revelation chapter 9, verse 15. It says, "And the 4 angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour, and a day, and a month, and a year, for to slay the third part of men. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them, man. So hey, it says it's 200,000, man. Take that and put in your calculator and see how many. This is talking about missiles, by the way. So put that in your calculator and see how many missiles that it's talking about. All right. So it's 200,000, man. It said, and I heard the number of them, and thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire, and of jacinth, and brimstone. And the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone. All right. This is going to the description of thermonuclear missiles, man. This is what John the Revelator was seeing on the island of Patmos. All right. He saw the thermonuclear missiles being shot. All right. And he gave a description of how they looked. All right. Because remember, back in the ancient world, the men that were writing these things down, they only had a limited vocabulary, so they can only write down what they know. All right. And also too, it says where the heads were of lions, and out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone. That's talking about the nuclear warheads. All right. Because really the fire that's within those missiles is coming from the thermonuclear warheads, because once it breaks into that final part, the final part is the warhead, and the warhead hits its mark, and then it explodes. Okay. Verse 19 says, "For their power is in their mouth." See, for their power is in their mouth. So that's where that's gonna do the most damage. All right. And in their tails, let me read again. It says, "For their power is in their mouth," in their mouth and in their tails. All right, because the missiles got to make it over here some kind of way. All right. So in order for them, the missiles to get over here, they have to use like like I have a limited vocabulary when it comes to the thermonuclear missiles, but I have to say thrusters. I use that vocabulary, but that's how they're gonna make their way over here. Okay. It says, for their tails were like unto serpents and had heads, and with them they do hurt. All right. Because if you visualize a thermonuclear missile being shot, it does look like a tail of a serpent. All right, because the smoke that's left behind by the missiles, it looks like a snake. All right, or a serpent. It says, verse 20. It says, and the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues yet it said, and the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues yet repented not of the works of their hands, that they should not worship devils and idols of gold and silver and brass and stone and of wood, which neither can see nor hear nor walk. Neither repented they of their murders, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornication, nor of their thefts. All right, mainly just talking about the elites, man. All right, because that third part of the men that's being destroyed, that third part is going into the wicked. All right. But like I said at near the beginning of the video, I spoke about the so-called elites, the higher ups of Edom or Esau. They're gonna escape the destruction. So that's a form of them not repenting of the sorceries and their thefts, man. All right. So with that pretty much wraps up the video, this lesson. Lord willing, you Akim was edified with this installment of the series. And until next time, once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that continually rule very well. And peace and safety to the hopefully elect that's continually doing this work, that's giving our diligence to make your calling and election sure, in all faith, true sincerity. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.